More than 10 years after the occasions of the primary film, the film starts with Jake Soyle portraying his unassuming and serene life as head of the Omaticaya tribe and raising a family with his significant other Neytiri, which incorporates his children Netayam and Loke and his girl Tuk, his embraced girl Kiri, brought into the world from effortlessness Augustine's sluggish Navi symbol, and a human kid named Bug. The child of Miles Quaritch, who was brought into the world on Pandora, however, couldn't be moved to Earth in cryostasis as a baby. While Jake can acknowledge Bug as a Tukan child, Neytiri is incredulous of him given his human beginnings. Notwithstanding, every one of the youngsters blend and mingle well with one another, including Insect, whom Kiri is warm with despite the fact that he is a human. Bug doesn't embrace his human legacy and feels more lean to Navi culture and customs. They carry on with an ordinary existence until one day they notice a weird star in the night sky. Unfortunately, they understand it's a RDA space transport with people getting back to Pandora to colonize it, raising another vitally working base once more, making critical obliteration of Pandora. Among the fresh debuts in the boat is Colonel Quaritch, who has been cloned into a Navi body and with his recollections transferred from before his passing. Subsequently, Quaritch can't recall his death on account of Jake, yet is simply ready to remember the occasions before and his vindictive mission to take out Jake. To keep the RDA from taking advantage of Pandora once more, Jake drives an essential guerrilla activity against the RDA supply lines, debilitating them. In one of the tasks, Loku defies Netayam and is anxious to show what him can do as a Navi fighter, attempts to help Jake in fight, however is injured. Jake protects and teaches him to not imperil his own well-being by being crazy. That evening, while at the same time keeping an eye on his injuries, Neytiri smoothly reminds Jake to be not excessively severe with Loke, to which Jake communicates his anxiety as a dad for the security of his youngsters. In the interim, the retaliatory strike on the RDA supply lines doesn't agree with Quaritch, who starts a hunt mission to kill Jake. During a perky endeavor, Jake's kids alongside Insect investigate further into the rainforest. Unbeknownst to them, Quaritch and his group are in the area investigating the site where Quaritch finds his human remaining parts. A perceptive Loke sees their presence and rapidly illuminates Jake. A clash follows and Quaritch's crew catches Jake's kids. Jake and Neytiri show up in time and free a large portion of them, yet Bug is taken by Quaritch, who remembers him as his child. On board the boat, the RDA attempts to pressure data about Jake from Bug, whom denies. Evolving system, Quaritch tends to Bug as his child and furthermore to make sense of more about the Navi in return for his opportunity on his side. Despite the fact that unhelpful and ignorant about Quaritch's real mission, Bug shows Quaritch Navi culture. Quaritch is likewise effectively ready to tame an Ikran flying animal as his vehicle. Realizing the peril, Bug's information on his whereabouts stances to their well-being and furthermore to stay away from another fiasco. Jake persuades a hesitant Neytiri and his family to expel themselves from the Omaticaya tribe and retreat toward the eastern seaboard of New Cayena, a coral reef island whose group and way of life is adjusted to Pandora's oceanic living space. Jake gives his central mantle to his replacement and passes on altogether to New Cayena.